Hi lovelies! Let me start off with saying you saw the title. This is to get ready with me. So we have no brows, no anything. Hair is also kind of a mess, but that's because I'm going to have this on. And real quick, elephant in the room, look at these nails. Look at them. They got clouds and little like sparklies that aren't really sparkling, but they are kind of sparkly. These are ones that I got from Shein. Look how long they are. They are long. But I've had nails this long, so it's not really that big a deal to me. But it might be for today's video. Sorry if I start tapping on stuff and doing this. I can't help it. You know, ladies, if you've had new nails, you're like, yes, you. Can I go here and there and everywhere? Because that's just what you do when you get new nails. But I'm going to try my best not to. I do talk with my hands a lot because I'm Italian. Sorry. But this video is kind of like a two-parter. First, we have a package from BH Cosmetics. Second, we have a lot of makeup here to do a get ready with me. So first we're going to open the box. We're going to look at the new stuff in here that we're going to use today. And then we're going to do a get ready with me since you guys keep asking me. So let's get into this video. But with that said, please, if you are new here, subscribe down below if you'd like to see more videos from me. Leave me a like if you enjoy this content. Ring that bell up there, and most of all, like I always say, please leave me a comment. I answer all comments, every single one, no matter if there's hundreds, which I have had. I will answer them all. But now, with that, let's get into this video. So like I said, we have a package from BH Cosmetics. I got a new collection that they have out. There's a little peek. Let me take everything out of this box and we'll get into this. It tells on the receipt right here what I got. They have a collection out, the Remix Dance 2000s. And my hair looks so crazy, but there was no point in doing it because I'm going to put that thing on and it's going to make it look crazy anyways. But I got all three of the palettes. I did not get the brush set because if you saw my organizing video, you would see. But this is not part of the collection, so we'll look at this first. This is Weekend Vibes Frosé. Pretty sure this is a highlight palette. There's the packaging, just says Frosé, Frosé, Frosé all over it. It says at the bottom, this is a 6-color highlight palette. It says it right there. There's the back. There's what she looks like. Ooh, wee. I'm going to use that today. Let me take this off. Give you a better look. Now, you know we will swatch, but let me show you the other things first. Oh, it's not just the 2000s. I see. I got everything. We have the 80s palette. We have the 90s palette. And we have the 2000s palette. So, of course, we'll start with the 80s. There's what the packaging looks like. This is a little bit raised. It says 80s Remix Dance. Has an 80s vibe to it. There's the back. Okay then. Oh my God. I forgot what these look like when I bought them. Holy hell. Looks like we're doing some rainbow eyes. I was going to do a poll. I'll do that for the next Get Ready With Me. And by the way, sorry if you guys hear my air conditioner over there. It is so hot. I have to have it on. So either that or that fan that's way more annoying. So we have this palette. That is freaking gorgeous. I feel like Nikita Dragon when she does that. So we have the 90s Dance Remix, or Remix Dance, my apologies. There's the packaging. That is also raised. The back with the ingredients. Another thing. I actually enjoy doing that. Oh, it is a pastel dream in there, but you also have your neutrals, which is nice. That's very nice for like a transition color. I might be doing 2 different eyes today, guys, because I'm loving both of those. Now we have the 2000s. By the way, I was born during the 80s, and I will be bringing a skincare routine for all of those who have asked. Yes, my children are about to be 20 and 18. Here we go, one more. Oh, this one didn't. Oh, it was my fault. I had my thumb in the way. Here's the 2000s. More of a neutral theme with some pops of purple, pink, and a little bit of orange in there. But still pretty nonetheless. So those are our 3 palettes. So let's do some swatches real quick. Of course, my Kroger makeup wipes. I'm telling you guys, they're great. And they're cheap, so it's nice all around. You guys might want to get your snack and your drinks. I have a homemade smoothie. It is so good, you guys. By the way, this one has a mirror. We'll see if the other ones do. I wasn't paying attention. So these do look like they're for more of the fair and lighter people. That's a little dark, but we'll see. So we have Bubbly, Icy, and Cheers. We have Puree, Bougie, and Slushy. I'm sorry, not Bougie, Boozy. My bad. Thought everybody was bougie up in here. So let's do some swatches. Ooh, I better press light. These are so nice and creamy. And you do not have to press hard, that's for sure. There, that's the top row. Ooh, wait, look at that one. Okay, BH, I see you. Those are really pretty, actually. There's what they look like after I swatched them. Let's do the next row. Oh, that's really pretty. Definitely too dark for a highlighter for me. But for darker skinned women, oh, that would be gorgeous. And men. That one's a little too dark. But those might work. So we have Bubbly, Icy, Cheers, Puree, Boozy, and Slushy. Those are gorgeous, you guys. Now, again, I will put the prices down here because they're not on my receipt. So that was the Frosé. Now let's do the 80s. Oh, I'm so excited. These are some neon colors up in here. Again, please let me know in the comments if my air conditioner is too distracting and annoying. I'll never put it in a video again, but it's just so hard, guys. It's so hot. So it looks like it kind of goes in a rainbow. You got your pinks to purples, greens to blues, yellows into oranges and reds. You got a white there. You only got 3 shimmers. Those 3 right there. Whoop, did I? Oh, I didn't, thank God. Those 3 right there, and these 6 are matte, and these 6 are matte. I kind of like it. Let's do some swatches. Oh, you guys. BH has definitely stepped up their formula for their eyeshadows. Look at that. Oh, we still got some on that one. There we go. I don't like using my pinky, but there's so many colors, we're going to use it. And so I did those with you guys seeing me swatch them. There's the first ones. Now this one's really light, might be hard to see, but you can see it's there. Ooh, mama. That is freaking gorgeous. Those are beautiful, but look at that shimmer. It looks icy. So pretty. But guys, they are so creamy. I'm not using my pinky because it's that shimmer and I want to get that with a big finger. You guys, these are so pigmented. Holy hell. Look at that. That's the one that would have went on my pinky. Oh my God, look at that. Wow. They was not playing, at least with this palette. That is freaking gorgeous. Look at that. Sorry, I love eyeshadows and I get really excited about them. I will show them all up close at the end like I always do. I'm excited for that shimmer. my gosh, BH. You are not playing. And by the way, they are cruelty-free at BH. That is gorgeous. That would be a gorgeous highlight or inner corner or brow bone. I'm excited to see that red. Oh my gosh. You guys, they did not play, okay? And this is what it looks like after I swatched. There was not a lot of fallout, at least with the fingers, so we will see with the brush. Okay, so that was the 80s. That is a gorgeous palette. I am so happy to have it. Now, let's swatch the 90s, the Pastel Dream. Oh, I can't wait. Oh my God, I didn't show you. Look, no mirror, but it says girls just want to have fun shadows. That was the 80s. The 90s has no mirror, but it says, if you want to be my lover, you got to get with my look. I love how they're referencing a song. You guys know that song, right? Comment down below if you know that song. I know you guys do. And comment down below who sings it. I know, but I don't want to tell you. I want it to be a fun little quiz. Now, we'll swatch a couple where you guys can see. This is the neutral row. Oh my gosh, look at that. Again, a gorgeous highlight or inner corner. There is one there, sorry, I kind of got him really close. Look at that. Okay, this is just the last one on that row, the top row. That is like a green and like an undertone of green, but it's brown. I like that. Okay, that is the second row. Sorry guys, I can't really swatch with my thumb where you guys can see, but you'll see it after. That's a freaking gorgeous row. Oh, I lied. There, that green's a shimmer as well. Most of these are shimmers. That is beautiful. Or maybe they're all shimmers. They are. Sorry, but there we go. That is the 90s palette. Look at those. Wow, you guys. When the light hits them, they are gorgeous. Look at my fingers. Ooh. Now, guys, here's what it looks like after I swatched. Okay, I seen a little fly if you guys saw. And here's a little tip for you guys. If you glue on press-ons and you get glue on your fingers, take a file that you'd file your nails with and file where the glue is. Don't like, really hard, but just, you can hear how hard I'm filing. And it'll take the glue right off instead of picking for hours. Now we have the 2000s. Not gonna lie, this is not my favorite out of the three, but I still ordered it because it went with the bunch. Oh, I'm sorry. This one says, my shadows bring all the boys to the yard. Who knows that song? Leave it below. Or at least leave the verse that they are referencing. Oh, sorry. I always show the first ones that This one has, I think, more shimmers than any of them. And it has a black, which looks like a good black. That looks, you know, we're going to swatch all three of these somewhat looking colors from all the palettes because they're kind of all looking the same. My God, that is a black, honey. Look at that. Oh, sorry, I got a little black in it. That's why I don't use my pinky that much, because, oh no, I dug in it with my nail. Because it's hard to get a big swatch. Okay, there's the next row. That one's really hard to see. But it's there, it's really pretty. It's more of like the spotlight color that you'd put in the middle when you do a spotlight eye, and then when the light hits it, it'll show. Which, by the way, I don't know what kind of look we're doing today. We're just doing a look for you guys. That's a beautiful mustardy yellow brown, and I love mustardy yellow colors. That is just, let me show you. That's just a very pale, like off-white color, so that's why it's hard to see. We have a gold, and then more neutrally colors. That's pretty. Sorry, it's hard to swatch with my thumb. There we go. Okay, here's the 2000s palette. Like I said, not my favorite, but it's a very cool toned, for the most part, palette that I'm not mad at, because there are people that don't like pastels and don't like neons and love cool tones and neutrals, and this would be their palette. So here's what it looks like when we were done. I dug my behemoth of a nail into that one. That's why it looks that way. That shimmer is beautiful. That one is beautiful. So it has its moments in this palette. Nothing. So those are the 3 palettes. Again, that is what it looks like. Let's get into some makeup. So these are the 3 palettes we're going to be using on the eyes. And I don't know, we'll probably incorporate that somewhere. So, let's do some makeup, guys. Let's get our thing on. This is why I didn't do my hair. Don't I look beautiful? So, we're going to start out with a lip scrub. I'm using the bubblegum one from ColourPop. Oh, I thought it said something on it. But you can see it's from ColourPop, from the Lizzie McGuire collection. Because we want our lips to be nice and smooth for our lipstick. I don't like bubblegum flavor, but this tastes really good. I always rub my lips together with it on to get more of an exfoliation. Sorry, I'm talking weird because of my piercings. I'm trying to get them out of the way. And I know I'm using my arms to dry my lips. This is how I do it. And I'm going to do my makeup the way I do it for you guys. I'm not going to put on a front and do this elaborate thing that I normally wouldn't do, just so you know. Because you want to make sure you don't have any of those crystals, those sugar crystals left on your lips. Now I'm going to put on the Morphe Lippy Lullaby Lip Mask. The Morphe 2, I should say. Since we just scrubbed our lips. I've never used this, by the way. You guys, this feels nice. I'm using a lot of things today that I've never used. I think I'm using a few things I've used before, but 90% of the stuff I have not used. And this feels very thick, kind of like Vaseline thick, but I'm loving it. Not sticky. And no smell. Okay, next thing I would do is I would put on an eye cream and a moisturizer. I'm using my e.l.f. Happy Hydration Cream that I got in those kits that I bought. Make sure you get that neck, ladies. Don't forget that neck. And make sure to get it on your eyelids. Now we're putting on some of the e.l.f. Illuminating Eye Cream. because you want your eyes to be smooth. That's one way to keep from creasing, to fill in those creases. Like I said, these nails aren't much of a bother to me because I've had nails before. Use the index finger. And also put this on your eyelids. And if you have a handheld fan, use that to dry everything. Okay, there we go. Plus, it makes, this eye cream makes it a little tacky under your eyes, which helps the concealer as well. Now I'm going to use the e.l.f. Prep Hydrate Balm. We're going to try this out. And if you use things like this on your face, always sweep upwards. You don't want to drag your face down. I don't know if that's enough. I've never used this, but we're going to find out. That's why I always rub my stuff in like this. This definitely feels hydrating, you guys. And it is kind of tacky, which is nice. Now, I was going to use the Puff Puff Primer as well. Sorry, I'm blind, so without my glasses, it's a little hard to see. Which is another reason I was hesitant. And I didn't put that everywhere, as you see. Just the places that I seem to get a little oily. Okay, there we go. Now our face is nice and hydrated and prepped and ready to go. This is how I would usually do things. I'm just doing them with products that I have never used before. Now I am using the Lullaby sponge. I did soak it and wring it out, and this is how big it got. So it's a fairly bigger, that's for sure. And then I have a puff that I'm going to apply everything else with. Now I do my eyebrows after and sometimes before. It depends on what I'm using. I want to try out the Morphe 2 Hint Hint Skin Tint because I've had it for a while and I've never tried it. And we have 12A Hint of Latte, which is light with neutral pink undertones. Sorry if you see this moving. Hope it's not distracting. It's my hair. This is what it looks like. It does look a little dark for me, so guess we'll find out. Make sure you shake it up because I had mine setting for a while and I noticed there was foundation down here, liquid up here, which not what we want. I also have the regular Morphe Concealer in C155, which is a little on the light side. Then I have a Kylie Jenner Concealer, which I've never tried, and I have it in Stone. So we're going to see about that too. Maybe we'll use both. Because sometimes I do use two. One that's more my skin tone, one that's brighter to lighten. Now you can see those are very different colors. This one's more yellow. This one is much, much lighter and it's neutral. I did have my Glam Glow primer that I was going to try out, but we'll do that for another video. I do have my new e.l.f. Sheer Tint Finishing Powder I want to try out, and this is in the color Fair to Light. So there's all that. So let's get to applying. I always apply my concealer after, but I've been seeing people do it before, so I think I'm going to try that. Now I'm going to try to keep the mirror out of the way so you guys can see. But the reason I put this off for so long because I'm blind without my glasses. So if this isn't too light. This seems very liquidy. And the wand bends when you watch. See that? It bends. But it does seem like a little bit. It goes kind of a long way. Okay. Guys, if you've never made your own smoothies, they're freaking delicious to make. So we're going to use the pointy. We have the flat end. We're going to use the pointy end. Hope you guys are able to see everything I'm doing. I'm just buffing in my concealer. Like I said, I've never used this, so we're going to see how I feel about it. Because we're using the Morphe Skin Tint, which is not a very thick concealer. Or concealer. It's not a very full coverage or anything foundation. It's more like light to medium, if I remember right. Okay, I'm going to turn it to the flat edge for down here. The flatter edge. I am going to need to put on my glasses so I can see what I think about this concealer. It blended nicely, you guys. Okay. So there's that. Now let's apply this. See how liquidy this is. That is like liquid. Look at this. Okay then. Ooh. Ooh, this looks dark. This might be too dark for me, guys. But we'll see. Or maybe not. It looked really dark, but it's not that dark once you start buffing it out. Let me look at it, but I think I'm going to add a little bit more. Yeah, it's a very light coverage, but I like it. Let's get a little bit on our sponge for our neck. We're going to put 2 drops. You guys, look at this. Watch. Oh, well, that didn't show you. Watch how it absorbs. Absorbs it right on in there. But that's not a bad thing, as long as it puts it back onto my face. Because don't forget your ears and your neck, ladies and gentlemen. Because you want them to match. I do think I might add a little bit more on my face. I know it's supposed to be a sheer coverage. I understand that. But it's also supposed to be buildable. I'm almost positive. So let's see how buildable it is. Now I am using the flat side. I always sweep it down and then I start to buff it. At least that's how I do it. I can say you can definitely tell I have foundation on. And I hope in the monitor it looks like it matches to you guys, because in real life it matches perfectly. So just keep in mind, look how much darker than my skin that looked, but it matches really good. Yeah, it matches almost perfectly. And in the monitor, I look so yellow compared to my body, but I'm not. So just please know that if I look like I'm not using the right color, I am. The monitor is just something else. Maybe I'll give you guys some natural light shots on the video after we're all done, so that you can see. Okay, we want to make sure that it's all blended in nicely up by the hairline. Okay. Now I am going to add a little bit of the Morphe Concealer because it's lighter. Hopefully it's not too light. And there's what the applicator looks like. It's flat. No, it's not too light. Look at that. I mean, yes, it's lighter because I want to look highlighted under there, but it's not super light like I thought it was going to be. Now I'm not letting that sit because I don't need super full coverage. Back to that pointy end, because we're not doing a full coverage day. And just keep in mind, Morphe Concealer will go full coverage if you want it to. And I'm just using the rounded side. Now, I'm just using concealer for an eye primer. So, I'm going to put the Kylie one on. Now, I take a tiny beauty blender and I don't wet it. And that's how I blend out my eye primer. Because I don't want it super thick on my eye. See? It's just how I like to do it. That way it doesn't leave a bunch of product. And we also have the Fenty lavender powder that I want to try under my eyes because I've heard people say they love it for under their eyes. So we're going to take that pointy end. First, before we dip into the powder, we're going to make sure we're nice and creaseless. Sorry if you can't see. Then we're going to dip in. Woo! That has some fragrance, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you. Also get your eyes. That's why I'm not really opening my eyes very much yet, because I don't want them to crease. And I am pressing, like I am pressing. Look how much the sponge is bending. That's how I'm pressing it under my eyes. Would you guys like to see? And I'm also going to tell you guys, I'll be having a skincare video up very soon. You guys are going to see, my under eyes used to have so many wrinkles on bags under them until I started doing a good skincare routine. Now we're going to get that e.l.f. finishing powder, which will give us a little bit more coverage. We will try out the poof under there just to see. And I'm pressing, I'm not swiping. And I'll do half and half so we can see how much of a difference there is. And by the way, I never took that lip mask off. And I'm not putting it under my eyes because we already powdered there. Just everywhere else, including my neck. Now I'm not swiping the powder like I did the foundation because we don't want to take the foundation off. Now I want to show you guys something. Let me look first, but this is a side with the e.l.f. finishing powder. That's the side without. It definitely made me darker, you can see. But I want to do this side with the brush because I want to see something. I'm going to use the 123 Kabuki style brush from BH Cosmetics. Because look what's happening. I'm getting hard pan, which is what it's called when you get moisture on a powder. And I'm still patting it in. For one, I'm doing this so I don't get hard pan. For two, I'm doing it to see if my face is lighter. Sorry, you couldn't hear. It's lighter than the other side because I'm not using a sponge. Let me cover up this light. It is lighter. Look at that. So let me see if I can sweep some of this away. And we're going to sweep under our eye to get any excess powder now that it's been sitting there for a second. We didn't exactly bake, but we did leave any excess there. I guess it was a type of baking, if you will. See if that helped. Yes, it did. Still darker than this side, but not as dark. So now we know. But this is a very good finishing powder. My face is nice and silky, but let's see if I'm creasing. Look at the difference. My smile lines. Look how this one, it's the powder settled in it, but this one it didn't. Remember, this side had that sponge, this side had the brush. Look. I don't know if you guys can see, but I can see it settled in right here, but it didn't on this side. So now I know for that powder, I'm definitely using a brush. See if I can. Okay, that helped a little bit. Now don't mind my brows, you guys. I'm trying to grow them out some. So we know to use a brush now. Now it is brow time. For those of you that would like to see how I do my brows. I have Anastasia Beverly Hills. Why did I say it like that? Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. There's what it looks like. And I brush up. Sorry, I need my mirror. I can't do this with the monitor. I brush up through my brows and get them nice and coated. So like I'll start and I'll turn it through my brows. Kind of like how you would with a mascara. And then I start at the end and I brush them backwards. Then I take my spoolie. This is just a Jeffree Star spoolie on one end, angled brush on the other. And then I just brush through after letting them dry for just a second. And then I take the metal part, this right here, and I just push them up. Now I do soap brows as well. I love the soap brow. But I wasn't feeling that today with this tinted type of foundation. And then I take my finger and I finish pushing them up. Which is kind of how I do it with the soap brow as well. But the soap brows stay up way more than just with the brow gel. Then I get my fan and I dry them. That lip mask feels so good, you guys. So good, that lip mask. Now we're using the Skinny Brow. I told you I love it. From Shein, we have dark brown and medium brown. The spoolie. Now, the reason I didn't just use this one in the first place, I will show you in just a second. Of course, someone's mowing their lawn now that I'm recording. Look at the difference in the spoolies. This one is fluffy. This one is structured. Look at that. That's why I have two different spoolies. This is what they look like so far. Now it is time to fill them in, structure them more, whatever it is you like to do. Try and let you guys see me do this. I just draw it right up into the crease and keep going. And they're never even. Look at that. Then I go in and I draw the underside of my tail. Then I draw the top. And then connect the tail. There's what it looks like so far. I draw sparse hairs at the front to start, and then I draw hair strokes all the way back. Now I'm going to finish one brow on camera and the other off, or this video would be way too long. Just continuing with the hair strokes. Then I take this spoolie and I run over those hair strokes all the way through the brow to keep it cohesive. And there's our first brow. Now I'll do the other one off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, there you go. Brows are on. They may not be sisters. They definitely ain't twins. They may be cousins. But they're there and they're on, and that's how I do my brows. I never claimed to be a makeup artist, but you guys want to see how I do my makeup, so you see. Now I was deciding between using the Cheek Dew and the Jaclyn Hill. I am not going to use the Cheek Dew because I've already powdered. So we're going to do the Jaclyn Hill blush and bronzer. Now, I'm going to be honest, I don't know if that bronzer is going to work for me, but we're going to try it. This is my favorite bronzer brush. This is from BH Cosmetics. It has no numbers or anything. Okay, it is dark enough. I swirl it around. I don't bring it all the way in. I stop at about 3/4 in. That's how I do my bronzer. We're gonna hit that forehead. And I bring mine down to connect and like a C. I don't make it very much of a strong line here, but I do bring it down. Like, I use all of what's there up here, and then I swoop down into this. That's how I do it. And I push my bronzer up into my cheeks. Let's try and hit that nose. Down here. I don't do a very strong nose contour. Never been my thing. I'm okay with my nose and the shape. And then under. I make it very strong at first. And then I go in and I fade it down into my neck. That is how I do my bronzer. And I also make it like a come down, like a half circle motion. I don't make it straight. I don't like that look. But again, like I said, that's me. Put more on my nose. I don't think there's enough. I just do my whole nose, and then I put blush on it, and if I do it too strong, I'll put powder to cut in the middle. Now, we still have powder on our poof, and I go in, it's called veiling, so they say, but I just powder over my bronzer to make it blend in more. My under eyes, I can't quit looking at them. They look so good with that Fenty powder. Anyways, blush. Oh, I should have used the e.l.f. brush for the foundation. I forgot about that, my new e.l.f. brush. The Alamar Cosmetics brush. It's like a smaller tapered dome brush. That's what I'm going to use for my blush. Now, I'm not big on it here. At first, I start back here. I blend it around into here. That's how I do my blush. Now, there are times when I like to hit the apples a lot. See, there wasn't enough on the apples, so we're going to add some there. Got to remember, this Jaclyn blush is not the most pigmented. And then over my nose. I love blush on my nose. And I swoop it up like this. I'm not adding any more product. This is just what's left. And then I just dab a tiny bit up here. And a tiny bit on my chin. Okay? Look at all this kickback from the blush. don't care. I'm just letting you guys know, just so you know. Highlight time. Since we used the Jaclyn blush and bronzer, we're going to use her highlight in the shade Iced. Let me swatch it for you. That is gorgeous. The 128 from BH Cosmetics. It's this little domed brush for a highlight. And there's a little mirror that's so cute. But I'm using my Laura Lee because it zooms in because I don't have my glasses. Now I put my highlight up here, not down here. Oh, that is so pretty. Do you see? She is gorgeous. I'll give Jaclyn that. Her highlights are beautiful. On the nose, boop, right there. And then up. We're gonna hit that Cupid's bow. We're gonna hit where our high points are. Right here, right here. But I don't like those to be very strong up there, so I take my sponge and I press over them because, and the same way with the tip of my nose. It is way, look at that. I look like I got hit in the nose with the highlighter. So I go over it, make it lighter, and then dust over it a little bit. Then I put a drop on my chin. I'm sorry, you guys. But that highlight, oh! Yes, ma'am. See, that's too strong on my chin. I don't like that. Okay, time for the eyes. We did have this highlight I forgot about, but I already had the Jaclyn out, and I wanted to use it. We'll use this next time. I'm going to use the 90s palette, that more pastel. I'm going to take this flat topped, it's slanted, it's a thicker domed brush, and I'm going to apply the colors I want, and then I will blend them out. This is a BH Cosmetics brush. This is a crown brush that I got in the Boxy Charm. It's just more of a domed, fluffier brush that I'm going to blend them out with. Now, I said again, I am not a makeup artist. Don't be expecting nothing elaborate from me. And I can't see without my glasses, so if it looks crazy, don't be coming for me. So we're going to start. Actually, I'm not going to take that domed one first. I'm going to take this one. And I'm going to start with this one right here. That would be Jiggy as a transition shade. Ooh. There is Kickback. Look at that. Just wanted to show you. We're going to sweep that up here. And we're pressing it. Now don't press too hard and blind yourself and sue me. I didn't say press your damn eyeball out. I just said lightly press and then swipe. Press anywhere that's patchy and then swipe. Now I'm the kind of person I'll do one step and the other step. I'm not doing two different eyes, guys. This video is long enough. And then we're going to flick it up on the edges. Okay, now I'm moving to that domed brush. I'm going in with this purple right here. I'm just pressing it. You see that payoff? Okay then. Okay. Now, we're going to use our color switch. We're dipping into this color right here. That greeny blue, more like a teal color. And again, we're not blending yet, we're just pressing. And press it over the pinky purple because we're lapping over each color. Okay, there's what we have going so far. Time for the switch. Now we're going to go in with this peachy color right there. I was going to use a green, but they're both shimmers. Like I said, we're not blending, we're just pressing. Now our first color, that lavender purple, we're going back into it because it all got covered up and we're laying it back on. We're just layering right now. Same way with the blue, back in and back on. See? That's what we're working with for now. Now, we're going to get that domed blender brush. We're going to clean it. We're going to go into that purple. And we're going to start to blend it into the blue. Now we're going to get the blue. We're going to put that on and blend it. Because you don't want lines of where your shadow is. And we have fallout, but it's okay because we're going to put these colors under anyways. Now into the peach. And I'm not even cleaning my brush because I want the colors to blend. Now, I'm about to try something. It's probably going to bite me in the butt. But I want the green underneath. And I want it blown out, okay? And I'm blending the peach into the green. Now I'm getting a bigger domed clean brush to try and sweep away anything that's under the green that shouldn't be there. And then we're gonna blow the green out a little bit more. Now I got the Lullaby Los Angeles Packer brush. And by the way, before I blow this, I want to show you guys all of the fallout. Which doesn't bother me. I just want to let you guys know. I'm going to use this like white shimmer. See how well it works without wetting it. Like I said, that spotlight. That's what we're doing. We want that in the middle. Now, go back to that tapered blending brush. Grab a little bit of the purple and the blue together. And blend out that shimmer. Now, grab the the peach, and blend it into the shimmer on the other side. Now go back in. It's a pretty flat packer. I'm just getting it on the tip and getting right in the middle so I don't mess up the blend that I did. Now I'm getting on the flat side, just tapping it around lightly so it doesn't make harsh lines. Now the reason I use that shimmer is because it's not a super strong shimmer and I want it to have more of a matte feel with a tiny bit of shimmer. Now, here's our eyes. Hope you guys like them. But I'm going to take a little bit of the Jaclyn Hill highlighter. I'm going to get more of a pencil brush, but it's a fatter one. And I'm just going to hit the brow bone. But make sure you blend it down. You don't want a harsh brow bone line. Okay, just on the brow bone. Now it's time for lips. Okay, I've decided this is the lip and the lip liner I'm going to use with this look. It's like a nudie with a pink. So we're going to apply our lip liner. This is how I do it. But I can't do it in the monitor. And this is a lip liner from Profusion. And I'm using a Huda Beauty liquid lip. Now I'm gonna get my pan. Sorry I'm talking weird, I don't want to mess it up. Okay, there's our lip. Beautiful. Now, I got gifted their Real Magnetic Liner from Benefit, and that's what we're going to use today. So first, we're going to curl. I squeeze my curler 10 times, and then after the 10th, I hold it for 10 seconds. And then I fluff up my lashes with my finger. Look at the difference already. This one's curled, this one's not. Do the other one. Be careful, don't climb your lid. I've never done it, but I've heard people that have, and it's not nice. Fluff. And I also like to take my finger from the outside to the inside because your lashes, or at least mine, tend to lay outwards. Look at the difference just from curling them. Now this has magnets in the lid, or the lid, I'm sorry, the wand. This is what she looks like. I always start I'm probably gonna mess this pretty eye up. I always start from the top of my lashes and push down. And then I go down and up. I'm going to show you one lash with and one without, because I've used this already. And it works great. No, I got it right there. If that happens, just let it dry. Look at the difference. This one has the Real Magnetic Mascara. This one doesn't. Look at that. That's crazy. Wow. Look at them eyes. Look how bright my eyes are. My gosh. In real life, my under eyes do not look near as bright as they do on the monitor. I forgot this. I want to put a yellow liner because we didn't use yellow in our look. Hopefully it's a good decision. My eyes look white. I think that means that the Fenty powder will have flashback. There's the yellow liner. I actually like it. One last thing, and we are all done. I'm taking a one of those crown brushes. This is a skinnier pencil brush, and I'm gonna put some of that Jaclyn highlighter right on the inner corner, but just a tad. See? I promise you guys, my under eyes do not look that white in person. So what do you guys think? Sorry if I keep squinting my eyes. It's a habit when you wear glasses. So, there you go, lovelies. That is my get ready with you. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am so sorry it took so long, but it takes me that long to get ready. That's another reason I haven't done these. But if you did enjoy, please consider subscribing. Leave me a like below. Hit that bell so you know when the next video comes. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, lovelies.